Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. The subject of my vlog today is what I didn't see in Boracay. But before I get started, let me welcome my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. Before I get started with my vlog, I want to answer a question from a gentleman. I'm sorry. In my comments, he said, Calvin, is this typical of a Filipino? He says, I've been chatting for 4 months, and see that's a red flag right there, and I'll get back to that. He says, and then when I start talking about sex, she says, oh, I'm too shy to talk about sex. Wait till you're here in person, and we'll do that in the privacy of our home. And he said, was she jiving me? Or was she just, saying what I wanted to hear since I'm giving her, I think he said 2,000 pesos a month, which really you have to understand, he's probably being conservative because he's probably watched my vlogs before. But I just wanted to kind of touch on this just a little bit before I get into my vlog. Listen, I want to remind everybody, there's two Philippines. The one in your mind and the one on the map. The reality is somewhere in between. But here's what we do. We let our imaginations run wild. They run away from us. And we convince ourselves that we can handle these young women over here. We think we know more about the Philippines than we actually do. So I'm going to warn you. Don't let your man write a check that your ass can't cash. Okay? Don't build yourself up in this world of make-believe, because these women are in their prime over here. And I don't care how long you chat them. It's not long enough. He said that 4 months, as if that's going to bring some type of legitimacy to the relationship. You can chat her for 10 months, a year, 2 years. It's never enough. And I know I'm going to get pushback on this because guys are going to say, oh, yeah, but look at my relationship. Look at me and my Filipino. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you why, guys, anybody listening to this. Because we're working on that yes principle. I did a video on the power of yes, but this is like a knockoff of that. It's called the yes principle. As long as you're saying yes to her all the time, her demands, her wants and needs, and she's saying yes to your wants and needs, you're not going to have any problem. What's better than yes? What relationship can't stay together based on yes? But let me warn you, once you throw in a few no's, or a no at the wrong time, or the wrong no, then you're going to see what you really got, because you can't disagree and get along with a Filipino. See, I'm going to give you my example. I was with my Filipino wife for 8.5 years. We never had an argument, but we were dealing on that yes principle. But the minute the shit hit the fan, because it's going to hit the fan, your relationship's going to crumble because it's built on that yes. It's not a real relationship. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. There's also an unspoken agreement that I've talked about so many times, and she's aware of the unspoken agreement. You give her what she wants, she's going to give you what she wants. But let's get on to the vlog. And if you got any more questions, just send them to me, my man. I'll answer them for you. But this is what I didn't see in Boracay. I haven't seen it so far. This is the end of my 3rd day here, and we're having a great time. But it's the foreigners. That's what I didn't see here in Boracay so far. It's just a sprinkling of foreigners. What's walking on the strip, in the D Mall, at the new, they've got a Boracay new coast, man. It's super nice. I'm going to do a video from there to show you guys. I mean, it's really, really nice. Better than the original Boracay. It's just on the other side of the island. Because I didn't see any foreigners. All you see is Filipinos here. And that's a good thing. I mean, we're in the Philippines. Duh. But no, Right now, Boracay is operating on about 5% strength. So any of you guys who were thinking, you know what, I'm not going to come right away because I don't want to deal with that rush. The rush isn't here yet. In my estimate, the rush is probably going to come in about 5 or 6 months. So you guys who are waiting, thinking you're going to miss the rush, you're going to run smack dab into it. Because there's nobody here right now. But remember, it's only been 9 days since the Philippines is open. And people aren't really, that pandemic fatigue is still on us. And people haven't really made up their mind what they want to do. But I did see 2 Brazilian women by McDonald's, and I asked them where they were from. That's how I knew. But other than that, this hotel I'm staying in, full of Filipinos. Everywhere you go is full of Filipinos. And that will let you know that this is not the Boracay that people rave about. Normally it's about 9 foreigners to every Filipino. This is a mecca for international tourists in the Philippines. I can't say it any other way. I am going to be able to answer one question right now where people ask me, they were saying, do you think that prices in the Philippines are going to go up once they reopen? I thought they would, but really they haven't. The only thing that I've noticed here in Boracay, and remember this is a tourist trap really, everything's supposed to be expensive, is the food. That's the only thing that I've seen that's risen since the last time I came here in 2019. Actually, exactly 3 years, almost to the day I was here. But the other things like massages, see, my massage is the same price it was in 2019. The activities that went down, when you go snorkeling, island hopping, it's really went down. And I guess they figure, well, there's nobody here yet. Because I'm going to tell you what, the Japanese, the Chinese, the South Koreans, 3 of the top 4 tourists, international tourists who come to the Philippines in the beginning, they eat that up, man. And that drives the prices up. But right now, there's nobody here. So, you know, y'all saw in my video where we were offered that island hopping and everything for 600 pesos. That's crazy. Believe it or not, that's really, really low. It's usually somewhere around 1,500, 2,000 pesos. Even though you're going to be on the boat with 20 or 25 people. But yeah, right now, guys, see, for me, it's like a catch-22. I love people watching, but I don't like the big crowds. I don't like standing in line. Because they've got super crowds here in Boracay. These aren't just regular crowds. So if you don't like crowds, don't come here, man. I mean, they've got a famous, I can't think of the name of this ice cream place right there on the D Mall. The D Mall is where you see all the foreign restaurants, all the best souvenirs. Well, they've got this ice cream and these shakes. I mean, evidently they're world famous because normally when you're here, the line is 3 or 4 deep all the way back to the beach. It's that popular. Well, today I could have just walked in, and I actually forgot to do that because just out of curiosity, I wanted to taste it because this is my 3rd time coming to Boracay. I never was able to get in there. I never even had a desire to get in there because the lines were so long. Now I could have just walked in. And I wanted to do that. And I'll probably do that in the morning. I want to see what all the hoopla is about. But that's what's going on right now in Boracay. See, we can get reservations in any hotel, any restaurant. I'm going to upload a short of this great band. It's a woman and 2 men. They're playing live music. It was probably 2 tables full in the whole place. I mean, these people were really singing, man. Okay. But yeah, what I haven't seen so far is foreigners, man, just a sprinkle. And most of them are American and Western men. And they're Filipino wives are girlfriends. But it's a good time to be here, to be honest with you. A lot of you guys who says, oh, I'm going to wait. I don't want to deal with that rush. You know, you're going to beat the rush. You're going to end up running right into it. There's no rush. According to the Manila Times, right now, only 9,000 international tourists have come through since February the 10th. And half of those are returning Filipinos from abroad. You know, people who live in other countries coming back here since the place is opened back up. But yeah, it's really shocking to me. It's so few foreigners here. It's all Filipinos. And, you know, that's good, really. Because normally, Filipinos in their own country, in Boracay, they're kind of overlooked because they want this big money from these foreign tourists. And they spend it, man. I mean, big money over here. And you can see it because a lot of the trike drivers over here, see, they got electric trikes over here. There's no gas-powered tricycles here. I mean, they're really nice too. But you can see that they're much more hospitable than they normally are. They stop and ask you, do you need a ride? Because if you've been to Boracay before, it's so crowded, man. I mean, it's one of the most crowded places I've ever been, like Vegas. It's one of those places. They'll pass you up. They're looking for the big bucks. But people are nicer now because there's no foreigners here. A lot of the hawkers, you know, is what I call them, the hustlers, the hawkers, the ones selling the lobster, the island hopping, you know, they're all on you, man, because it's more them than it is us. Once Boracay gets back to strength, though, those people are going to disappear, literally disappear into the crowd. They're going to be so busy. But right now, it's 10 to 1. And I was telling my girlfriend, because we go to Bohol all the time, and that's how it is in Bohol. Every 5 feet, somebody's selling you something. But yeah, man, there's nobody here. And if you're like me, I don't like the crowds, but I do like the people watch. And I'm caught in the catch-22. There's nobody here, really. And as you can see on that video I uploaded when I first got here, and I'm going to do some more before I go, just walking up and down the beach, people watching. It's just all Filipinos here. There's no foreigners here, man, and it's shocking to me. I thought, like all of you did, that when the gates opened up, everybody was going to bum rush this place. Now, I did run into Trevor, that's his name, and I want to give him a shout out from Arizona. He's here, man, and I tell you, he made my day yesterday. We were eating breakfast together. He came up, introduced himself, and said, man, you know, I follow your channel, man. He knew some of my vlogs word for word, man. And he's got just a beautiful woman. He did follow that rule. He didn't come all the way over here and get a moose. He got him, I'm going to say his girl is a 8.5 to 9, man. I mean, she's really fine. And I thought she's like maybe 24, 25. She's 36. I was shocked. But yeah, shout out to you, Trevor, man. And thank you so much. He offered to take us out to dinner, but we had already eaten with Booby. See, Booby gets hungry, and what Booby wants, Booby gets. And thank you, Trevor, for that offer, man. Maybe next time. He said he's going to be in the Philippines for another week. He actually left today and flew back to, I think his girlfriend's from Cavite or somewhere. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on here in Boracay right now. And really, in all the Philippines, for real. There wasn't this big bum rush of foreigners over here. People are waiting because we're creatures of habit. Everybody's thinking the same. It's going to be sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You didn't want to run into the rush, but that's exactly what's going to happen. When you get here around April, May, June like that, that's when everybody's going to be here, man. And you're going to say, damn, I should have came in February. But the people who are coming here now, man, we freely got the run of the place. And I like it like that. So thank you so much for stopping by today. Just want to kind of give you an update. This was my 3rd day here. I'm going to do some more walkthroughs and people watch for you guys, because I know that's what you want to see. And we're going to go to that Boracay new coast, man. I tried to make a video the other day, but the wind was just so blustery. So what I'm going to do is I've got a setup. I've got some way to fix that. And I'll make a video. And it's unbelievable, man. I mean, I would stay there the whole time if I'd have known about it. It's secluded. I mean, the sand is literally white. There's nobody there. I could count maybe, I'm going to say 20 people on this whole big stretch of white sand beach. But there is one drawback. They've got one vendor right in the middle, just one. Cokes are $3 in a can. I don't know. I'm glad I don't drink, because hell, drinks are probably $10 each. But if you come here to Boracay right now, you're really going to get a deal. Only when you go out to eat, the food is higher. It's double. You're going to spend, normally you spend about 1,000 pesos here for you and your date. And that's going to cost you 2,000. And that's because the price of food has went up in the Philippines. But everything else, it's the same or lower. I got a nice massage, and I'm going to, if you go on my community page, you'll see it, man, for $8. I had to do it all over again, and then I'm going to do it again tomorrow. Even though my girlfriend said, you're not supposed to do it every day. I'll be damned. For $8, yeah, I'm going to do it again until we leave. We'll be leaving Monday morning. But thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're in America, I know you're about to get up. It's on Saturday, so you're probably going to the gym. Some of you have to go to work. Go out and get a cup of coffee, a newspaper. And you see somebody out in the street or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, I guess it's about somewhere between 6:30 and 7 in the evening. Pitch black outside. They're out on the balcony eating gelato. That's not ice cream, it's gelato. And it's delicious. We had strawberries and cream. They got a nice place. And again, that place, you couldn't get into it before. It was so crowded. But I hope you were able to help somebody over here today. The Philippines is open back up, but man, you know, in Boracay, you'll see a lot of places still closed down. The McDonald's we used to eat at closed down. The 7-Eleven right across the street from here closed down. People still need our help. It's not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. I wasn't able to do my 1,000 peso pandemic giveaway drawing last night, so I'm going to do it tonight. We've been doing this every week during the pandemic. We've given away over 1 million pesos. I stopped counting. I think it's like 1.2 or 1.3 million pesos. That's a lot, man, you know, to help Filipinos struggling during the pandemic. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.